Great.
Yeah, now I'm sleeping 11:30 to 8. Don't get me wrong. Once every 2 weeks, I have a little hiccup. I go upstairs, I think of something, I go back down, I smoke some pot, I read, and I go back up, and I'm all right. But when I was doing comedy, there was no sleep, Joe.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you why?
Why?
8 cups of espresso a day. You know, everybody thought I would leave the store because I was going to do something bad. Do you know why I was leaving the store before midnight? Think.
Why?
Because Starbucks is open till midnight in Studio City. And God forbid I didn't catch my flat white before midnight. God forbid I didn't catch my grande flat white before midnight. And then I'll call you tomorrow and tell you how I didn't sleep last night.
So you were drinking coffee late into the... We would always have espresso after dinner.
Yeah, no. Now I have an espresso at 5 and I'm not sleeping.
That's so weird. I could sleep right after having one.
Oh, I loved it because in my world it takes you up.
Yeah.
So you catch it on the way down. I eat a chocolate something, I can't fucking sleep that night now.
Really?
I really focused on my sleep the last couple of years, you know, especially since I got this whoop about 16, 17 months ago. That's what's really improved in my life is the sleep. And I've been taking naps, too. If I go to jiu-jitsu, I do the blue belt class, I need a nap, Jack. I need a little nap from 5 to 6, you know. That's where I am. But when I started popping the Xanax, the high point was maybe May of during the pandemic. Like I couldn't leave the house without popping the Xanax, and then when I get in the car, I pop another one. And it would stay in your system. Thank God I wasn't drinking.
And what was that doing for you, though? Like, what's the feeling like?
Calming me down. I can't take sleeping pills, and I can't take the strong Xanax, so I have to take the little footballs. But I was taking 8 to 10 of those motherfuckers a day.
Jesus.
And then when I landed in Jersey, what had happened was, you know how you and Tom had that conversation about my tolerance?
Yeah.
Okay. That tolerance, dog, I think, as you could tell, I think a lot about this shit.
Yeah.
You had a conversation with me a couple of years ago about your Romero getting punched in the face and his eye socket. And when he got into the green room, when the doctor saw him after the fight, his eye socket was healed.
It was healing.
Healing, okay.
Yeah.
I think about what you were talking about, my tolerance with the edibles and stuff. Now let's get back to early Joe Diaz. When I was a child, the doctor would have to come to my house 2 days in a row for years. They'd have to shoot me with penicillin on Monday and then come back on Tuesday and shoot me again because I would never take the penicillin. You know, I had a lot of problems with my throat as a kid and fucking tonsils and shit. So I was always in the hospital as a kid. I was a sickly kid till I was about 8. All those years, Joe, they would always have to shoot me 2 or 3 times with penicillin. The same penicillin they would give you one shot of, they'd have to shoot me. So I don't know.
So you've always had a high tolerance.
Always.
Interesting.
Except for alcohol. And even alcohol. Because I could drink something with Jamie right now and I won't fall over. I don't want to do it. But that's what's always pissed me off about alcohol. That I could drink a few alcohol shots, feel okay, but then if I push the envelope, that's when I feel shitty. But my tolerance with alcohol and with cocaine and alcohol, shit. I could drink a case of Budweiser, you know, cans. So
my friend Johnny, who had a coke problem, I always used to have to take him to the corner store, the liquor store, to get 40 ounces.
Yeah.
He would calm himself down with like a big malt liquor.
I would drink.
He was always trying to like bring
22
himself
beers,
down.
22 beers, and it would calm you down. So when the Xanax finally, what I realized when I got to Jersey that year, I got to Jersey August 9th or something, on your birth, August something. 2 days after I got to Jersey, I had something like a weird mild heart attack. My heart didn't stop pounding. And that was because the Xanax turned on me. I didn't realize that till I went to the knee surgery. And one of the assistants caught it because I couldn't sleep. And they tried to give me something to sleep. And the chick goes, you're withdrawing.
Oh, from benzos.
She goes, you're withdrawing naturally. That's why your heartbeat's going up. That's why you're fucked up.
It's very dangerous for
So
those.
then she told me you have to flip it. So I had to read a journal about this, about transitioning. You just can't quit. You can't quit alcohol and you can't quit benzos.
Yeah.
You could die. So what I had to do was take whatever I was eating, which was 8 of those things a day, and work myself backwards.
How long did it take you?
6 months.
Wow.
Work myself backwards. But
Jordan Peterson was fucked up for a year.
dog, it fucks with your central nervous system. You don't have no idea what life is till your central nervous system is fucked with. Forget cocaine, forget all that shit. And you know I've done it all.
How's it fuck with you?
Your heart constantly beats. I'm talking constantly. You could be watching TV and you could see it.
Jesus.
You know how scary that is? You could fucking see it.
So your body's just freaking out that it doesn't have it in the system.
Freaking out. I had to go on comm support. I had to change my diet.
So even the 6 month slowly transitioning off, even that was rough?
Oh!
Really?
Because I had to break them into 2 parts, the Xanax. So I would get up in the morning, eat breakfast, work out, and then pop a Xanax. And then go the whole day. I'm going to tell you why I did 6 months. I would go the whole day without a Xanax and then pop one at night and deal with it, just to help me go to sleep. But that whole time, I would go to the pool every day. I would put my feet in the grass and try to, just get me back because it was central nervous system shit. A lot of tea,
You just felt off.
Oh, you feel awful. Awful.
How was it fucking with your comedy?
I wasn't doing comedy, the pandemic.
Oh, that's
I was just getting back into it. It was just starting to open up. I went and did a parking lot. I did it was outdoor comedy.
Yeah.
Rich Voss told me to go fucking do a parking lot. Me, him, and Jimmy. Oh my God, there were fucking bats, right? When it was like in a mall outside of Jersey. There's a little stage, and you can see the bats flapping behind the comics and shit. And I told Rich the next way, Rich, what's with all those bats? He goes, fuck that. I did a gig last week. There was a bear behind us. He goes, I jumped right off the fucking stage.
Jesus Christ.
Those places in northern Jersey.
Jersey's
Everybody's
got a
doing
lot
those
of bears.
outdoor shows. So when
Wow.
I was going through all this, I used to just sit on my bed on my hands and look straight. That's all I could do all day. You couldn't really keep a conversation. I remember Ari came down once. I couldn't wait for him to fucking leave.
That's normal though, right?
No, that's my brother. That's my brother. I was happy. He brought the dog and the girlfriend.
Of course,
I
I'm
took him
kidding.
to Chinese food. It was great, but I couldn't wait. I couldn't keep eye contact. I couldn't fucking do much. And I always noticed that after I took the pill, that feeling would start again. So when I went to the gym in the morning and did all that shit, I was fine. Once I took that Xanax, I felt like shit. And once I took that nighttime Xanax, I felt like shit.